Before we start this video, I would like to talk about the radio station I work for, BHBN Radio. If you are one of those who regularly watch content on this channel, you will know that since the start of the 2024-25 season, I've been working as a reporter and commentator, voluntary, for BHBN Radio, putting my spare time aside to bring great content to the listeners of BHBN Radio. BHBN Radio is a hospital radio station who operates out of the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and broadcasts to the wards across the QE, as well as Birmingham Women's, Heartlands, Solihull, Royal Orthopaedic, Good Hope, Sutton Coldfield and Midland Metropolitan University Hospitals, as well as care homes in and around the city of Birmingham. Well, BHBN is under threat. The station is losing its principal source of funding next month and have until next February to find an alternative source of funds that will ensure the future of the station. Hospital radio is 100 years old this year, and BHBN has been on the air since 1952. Research carried out in 2016 showed that hospital radio benefits the mental health of those who live alone, and there are more people than ever before living alone. Some of BHBN Radio's most famous presenters have been Alan Dedicoats, who you will know as the voiceover for both the National Lottery and Strictly, and also Phil Upton, who is a big name now in local radio. I urge you to please go to bhbn.net, the BHBN Radio website, and navigate to the GoFundMe page that the station has set up and donate what you can. Details are also going to be in the description to this video. Please, please, please help BHBN secure its future. Thank you.
We need to get forward. Passes back to a giant game. That's it. Full time.
What is happening, guys? Jonathan here, aka Crazy Shadow 303, here with another match experience on Crazy Shadow Talks Football, and I'm back at Molineux for the second time in 4 days. It is the Carabao Cup third round between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Everton. Now, these two have met already in the league at Molineux earlier this season. 3-2 win for Everton on that day. But as we know, cup games are completely different, and Wolverhampton Wanderers fans will be hoping that cup games are different because, well, 5 defeats from 5 in the league. And obviously on Saturday I was there. It was a humiliating 3-1 defeat to Leeds United, a team that before Saturday was struggling as well, you know, only scoring 1 goal, and that was a penalty. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Anton Stash and Nicholas Okafor bagged the goals for Leeds after Craigie had opened the scoring for Wolves. So it is one of those where, you know, they're hoping to have a cup run. It's got to be said to get anything out of this league, and maybe, you know, if they do beat Everton today, then that could kick on in the league as well, and they might start picking up points, because if there's one thing that Wolverhampton Wanderers needs in the league now, it's points. So yeah, they're up against Everton, who themselves are coming off the back of a defeat on Saturday as well. The earlier game, 2-1 defeat in the Merseyside derby to Liverpool. Gravenberch and Etikite for Liverpool and Idrissa Gueye for Everton. He might feature tonight, as will Birmingham-born Jack Grealish. You know, Pickford, of course, might be in goal, although they might, for the cup game, might go with the second choice keeper. And then, you know, you've got Tarkowski and Mikolenko in defence as well. So it'll be interesting to see what squad both teams come up with, because obviously Strand Larsen, their main number 9 for Wolves, was on the bench, came on at half time, and to be honest was didn't really affect the game, it's got to be said, against Leeds. So, you know, both teams hoping for better. One of these will be in the draw tomorrow night for the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, and Wolves will be hoping that it's them. Likewise, Everton, you know, to bounce back from that Merseyside derby defeat. So I'm heading to the Hawthorns shortly, and I'll see you there, guys. Okay guys, here at Molineux, ready for this Carabao Cup 3rd round between Wolves and Everton. The head-to-heads favour the away team more. Played 109, 39 wins for Wolves, 24 draws, 46 wins for Everton. And that includes 2 of the last 3 times that they've met. Everton won in December 2024 by 4-0 at Goodison Park, which was their ground at the time. Obviously now it's the Hill Dickinson Stadium, which my BHBN colleague Connor Porter has already visited when they played Villa, that 0-0 draw a few weeks ago. But yeah, the last time that Wolves actually beat Everton was in December 2023 when they won 3-0 here at Molineux. Their key players for Everton really, Jordan Pickford in goal, obviously, James Tarkowski, the defender, of course Jack Grealish, we'll get onto him in a bit, and Beto, their main forward, after Richarlison went to Tottenham last season. Obviously Jose Sarr, Matt Doherty, Joe Gomez and Jorgen Strand Larsen for Wolves, but really bottom of the league, 5 defeats out of 5, 0 points. You can't really call any players key for Wolves at the moment. Likewise, this exact same fixture has already been played in the Premier League this season, with Everton winning by 3-2 here at Molineux on the 30th of August. So when West Bromwich Albion were beating Stoke on the same day, Everton was beating Wolves here at Molineux. They both, however, come off the back of league defeats last weekend, with, of course, you've seen in my last video, Wolves losing by 3-1 to Leeds United, and Everton losing the Merseyside derby at Anfield by 2-1. Liverpool obviously winning that game. Everton, as I said, has Birmingham-born midfielder Jack Grealish in their squad now, on loan from Manchester City until the end of the season. The former Aston Villa man has already been influential in Everton's attack. He is currently the top assister in the Premier League so far, with 4 assists from 5 games. So it is going to be a tough test for Wolverhampton Wanderers, but can they get through to the 4th round? We'll find out very soon. Good evening here from Molineux, where it is Carabao Cup 3rd round action under the lights, and it is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Everton. Much changed side from the loss here just days ago against Leeds United, with Vitor Pereira bringing the changes. He's gone for a 3-4-2-1 formation,
Sam Johnston in goal, and then the defence of Matt Doherty, the captain for the Knights, Santiago Bueno and Ladislav Kriech, the scorer of the goal against Leeds on Saturday. The two wing-backs of Jean-Luc Bellegarde and Hugo Bueno, with Marshall Monetzi and Andre in the midfield, and then the centre forwards of John Arias and Hwang Hee-chan falling in behind the lone striker Jorgen Strand Larsen. For Everton today, David Moyes has gone with the alternatives as well. Mark Travers in goal, replacing Jordan Pickford from their defeat in the Merseyside derby against Liverpool on Saturday. And then they are in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Seamus Coleman, the captain, in left back, Jake O'Brien on the right, the central defence of Michael Keane and James Tarkowski, and then the defensive midfield of James Gardner and Tim Igbebunam. And then we got the attacking midfield of Dwight McNeil falling alongside the wingers of Tyler Diblin and Carlos Alcaraz, and their lone striker tonight, Tierno Barry. On the bench for Wolves today, Dan Bentley, the goalkeeper, so no Jose Sarr, David Muller-Wolf, Joe Gomez, Emmanuel Agbadou, Talou Akader, Rodrigo Gomez, Totti, Kai Jana, however, and Fer Lopez. For Everton's bench today, no Jordan Pickford, so neither manager has chosen their first choice keeper, probably saving them for the upcoming Premier League games this weekend. So Tom King, the substitute goalkeeper, Nathan Patterson, Beto, Iliman Ndiaye, Vitali Mikolenko, of course Birmingham-born Jack Grealish, only good for the bench today. He might come on later on in the game if David Moyes feels that he needs an assist. He is the top assister for the Premier League so far, is Jack Grealish. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, Idrissa Gueye and Adam Asnou. And that is the lineups as we approach kick-off. So here we are at the Molineux Stadium for this Carabao Cup third round action as Wolverhampton Wanderers takes on Everton. Everton get the game underway and they're playing in their home kit of blue shirts, white socks, blue shirt, white shorts and blue socks I should say, and Wolverhampton Wanderers of course in the gold shirts, black shorts and gold socks. As Hugo Bueno goes to the byline, crossed in, aimed towards John Arias, and he was very close. Hugo Bueno crosses in for John Arias to head, but it was just over him. Everton get away with one there, and now it's a free kick to Wolves. Tyler Diblin, surrounded again by Wolves players, has to use Jake O'Brien, who crosses in, but no one there. Shouts of handball against John Arias, but he backheels it to no one, and Everton thought they might have been able to break there, but Wolves defending manages to get it back to Sam Johnston, but shouts of handball from the Everton fans on that side for John Arias as he looked to keep control of the ball for Wolves. Andre urged to go forward, but ends up going all the way back. The Molineux fans are really annoyed with the direction of the play at the moment, with Andre Kriech under pressure from Barry. Under pressure, misplaced pass, but Everton give the ball right back to Andre. Andre gets it to Strand Larsen. And now Strand Larsen to Menetzi, to Arias. This is a chance for Wolves. Arias in. And it's over everyone. A better cross, and that could have been 1-0 Wolves. It's Everton back with Barry on the halfway line. Tarkowski in acres of space here. Launched into the middle, header over for Everton. And it is Barry with the header over. The ball was floated in by Tarkowski, and it was over by Tierno Barry. It's a ball launched in the middle, and now this is Carlos Alcaraz with the shot, blocked by the Wolves defence. Kriech going absolutely mental at his teammates there, as Alcaraz was allowed to storm into the middle and unleash the shot, but it's out for an Everton throw. The ball is launched in, long throw. Saved by Sam Johnston. It was a long throw by Jake O'Brien, headed by the Everton player. Not sure who it was. It looked like it was Tarkowski. I believe it was Tarkowski. And Sam Johnston just tips over the bar for the corner. Everton trying to play from the back now. Launched up towards Barry. But Wolves managed to get it back with Hugo Bueno. Kriech. Now to Andre. Out wide to Doherty. Doherty to Menetzi. This is good play by Wolves. Menetzi to Strand Larsen. It was slightly behind him, but he managed to keep control of it. Now Wolves switch the play to Hugo Bueno. Bueno tries to get past the Everton player, but couldn't quite make it. Has to use Kriech. Kriech, nice ball in. Arias with the volley. And it's in! It is Marshall Menetzi for 1-0 Wolves. Arias with the shot. Arias with the original shot. I think it was parried by Mark Travers. Just seen a replay now. Nice diagonal ball. Looped over. Nice volley there by Arias. Saved by Travers, but he couldn't keep hold of it. To Menetzi. And it is in for 1-0 Wolves. Forward to Barry on this side. And good play by Kriech. And Barry is going to get a yellow here. Kicking the ball away. Very unhappy is the Everton striker, as he felt he was bundled over by Kriech, but it is a Wolves throw, and into the book goes Tierno Barry. Throwed forward, but that's wasteful from Everton, but likewise wasteful from Kriech. The ball goes to Tyler Devlin. And now Everton break here. Everton with 1 minute added on, but Everton on the break here. And it's out for an Everton corner. And with 1 minute to go at this half, Everton piling on the pressure to try and get an equaliser late on in the first half. So James Gardner will take this on the far side between the Stan Cullis stand, the Sir Jack Hayward stand rather, and the Steve Ball stand. So, corner to be taken by Everton. Floated in, near post, headed out by Hwang, and convincingly, Ellegard gets the ball. Good counter-attack here from Everton, from Wolves. gets the ball. Oh, but Manetzi is offside. And that will be it for the first half. So far, so good for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Half-time score, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Everton 0. Okay, so we get the second half underway. Double substitution at half-time by Everton. Tieno Barry and Carlos Alcaraz comes off, and replacing them is Kernan, Dewsbury Hall and Beto. So changes for Everton at the start of this half. Now up to Andre. Andre uses Kriech again, back to Johnston. Johnston. Oh, Johnston mistake! Goes to Dewsbury Hall. But Wolves defend well, completely blocks the options for Dewsbury Hall. But Sam Johnston, we know from his West Bromwich Albion days, he's susceptible to a mistake or two, and that has put unnecessary pressure on to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Doherty has the ball, was under pressure from Jake O'Brien, but manages to get it, urged to shoot, but well over is Andre's shot. Andre collected the ball from Matt Doherty, who done well to keep the ball, but under the instructions of the fans, urged to shoot, but the shot was high, wide, and not so very handsome.
Substitution for Everton, replacing number 7.
Dwight McNeil comes off, and the boos, obviously, are for Jack Grealish. And Tyler Diblin comes off for Ilman Ndiaye. So the boos you can hear are obviously for the former Villa man, Birmingham-born Jack Grealish, as now David Moyles thinks it is time to break out the big guns, replacing Tyler Diblin and Dwight McNeil with Ndiaye and, of course, Jack Grealish. As Jack Grealish has the ball now. No penalty. Jack Grealish, once the most fouled player in the Premier League, does not get a penalty on that occasion inside the box, arms outstretched. Here comes Jack Grealish again, and it's a foul from Grealish onto Matt Doherty, much to the cheers of the Molineux crowd. Everton really piling on the pressure now, trying to get this equaliser. They've already brought on Jack Grealish and Beto, the big guns, but so far it is still 1-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers on the 63rd minute. Beto back to Grealish. Grealish out wide to Gardner. Now on to Dewsbury Hall, back to Gardner. Gardner turns away from John Arias. Has to use Ndiaye. Now it's back with Dewsbury Hall. Out wide to Jack Grealish. Grealish attempting the shot. And Sam Johnston just about collects that. It looked like there might have been an Everton head getting on the end of the Jack Grealish cross. He might have tried the shot, he was eyeing it up, but in the end, Sam Johnston makes a decent save. Wolves launches the ball forward towards Akradare. Johnston, play on, says the ref after a foul from... Now Santiago Bueno is going to get a yellow card for a foul on Jack Grealish just outside the Wolves box. So this is dangerous from a Wolves perspective. This is a great opportunity from an Everton perspective, as Jack Grealish was fouled by Santiago Bueno. Yellow card for Bueno as Craig Paulson, the referee, just makes sure it is just outside the box. It was a foul, definitely, because Bueno came sliding in onto Jack Grealish as the ball is literally just outside the box. It's like not quite on the line, but it's barely a metre away as this free kick is about to be taken. Floated in. Oh, it hits the crossbar! Jack Grealish hits the crossbar, and that was so close. Back to Garner. Garner powering through the centre. Garner with the shot. Good save by Sam Johnston. Parries it only as far as an Everton player. Headed out though by Kriech. That was promising for Everton, but good save again by Sam Johnston. So now Everton with this throw. Back to Keane. Now on to Mykolenko, his first touch of the ball. Pass to Grealish. Grealish to Garner. Back to Mykolenko. Little 1-2 with Garner. Garner has to go all the way back over to Tarkowski. Tarkowski forward to O'Brien. Now there's a shot, but it's well wide of the post. Much to the cheers of the Molineux crowd. I think that was Beto. Completely miskicked it, and Wolves fans letting him know that that wasn't a very good shot from the Everton forward.
Substitution for Wolves.
So Manetzi, their goal scorer, the difference in this game comes off. And Rodrigo Gomez comes on. John Arias is the other one in this double change, with Totti coming on for the Wolverhampton number 10. So we are on 85 minutes now, so 5 minutes plus stoppage for Wolverhampton Wanderers to hold on, as I'm not sure who's getting treatment here, but it is a Wolves player. I can't quite see who it is. We're just seeing a replay of the goal now. Arias with the volley out of nowhere forces the parry from Mark Travers, and then Manetzi capitalises, which is the difference in this game. But Wolverhampton Wanderers have just 5 minutes to hold on to this slim 1-goal lead.
Substitution for Wolves. Waiting 7 halfway. Number 12, Molineux.
So Andre comes off, and to keep this 1-goal lead, another defender comes on in Emmanuel Agbadou. And I think it is Andre that was the player that was down, but Agbadou just to strengthen the defence and see this one out for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now Wolves come through. Agbadou with the shot. Agbadou scores! 2-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Agbadou with the chip over Mark Travers seals it for Wolves. 2-0 to Wolves. Tolu Agbadou seals it for Wolverhampton Wanderers. With 4 minutes to go. Just seeing a replay now. Joe Gomez with the through ball. Agbadou in acres of space chips the ball over Mark Travers, the goalkeeper, and that, you have to say, is game done. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Everton 0. Wolves with the ball. Just clears it. 18,758 in attendance with 2,911 travelling fans from Liverpool. The Everton fans, that is. We're just about to see how much is left on the clock. 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes added. But you feel at 2-0, Wolves will be through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Jack Grealish with the ball. Tackled well. Aguilar fouled. And Everton starting to lose their heads, as it is James Garner with the yellow, and now Grealish getting into the mix a little bit, and yeah, they are the Wolves fans making their voices heard when it comes to Jack Grealish. Paulson just having a word with someone here. Now the corner can be taken. Headed in, and an easy catch for Sam Johnston. Sam Johnston with the ball, and you got to say that has to be it now. Everton with the throw. Back to Mikolenko. Forward to Beto. Now on to Aguilar. Tarkowski tries a shot, blocked by Bellegarde, and that is it! Wolverhampton Wanderers are through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, beating Everton by 2-0. And you gotta say, they were a lot better in this game than they was against Leeds. Wolves' goals, Molineux with it's got to be a pants of a shot, blocked by Mark Travers from Ellis volley. Too much for the goalkeeper to handle, and Molineux capitalised. And then in the second half, a breakaway from Wolves sees Aguilar in acres of space, chips it over the stricken Mark Travers, and seals the points. 5 minutes from time. Well, not seals the points, but they get through to the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Full time here at Molineux, and you gotta say it was fully deserved. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Everton 0. So full time at Molineux, Wolverhampton Wanderers through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. They're in the draw tomorrow night, and it is Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Everton 0. And you got to say, where was this Wolves over the weekend when they got beat 3-1 here against Leeds? So yeah, it's surprising. You know, I think everyone had Everton down to win this, considering they'd already come here and won earlier on in the season. But, you know, you never take the league form into the cup, because the cup throws up surprises like this. So, full time, you know, 2-0. They're in the next round. Let's see who they get drawn up against in the 4th round tomorrow. And yeah, good goal from Molineux, pouncing goal from a John Arias volley, which was too hot to handle for the second choice keeper Mark Travers, who was preferred over Jordan Pickford today. Jordan Pickford
and Jose Sarr, the two teams' main goalkeepers, not in either squad. So obviously it was down to Mark Tavers and Sam Johnston, and clearly Sam Johnston was the better of the two keepers in that respect. So yeah, he parried into the path of Menezes, who made it 1-0. And then 5 minutes from time, Akradare found himself in space, and instead of levering his foot through it, he just done a nice little chip and basically put the game to bed. Chip over Tavers and made it 2-0. So yeah, that's how it went, and Wolves, of course, in the draw tomorrow. If you like this video, guys, then please leave a like, subscribe to Crazy Shadow Talks Football if you haven't already done so. Don't forget to hit that bell icon and join the Shadow Squad and get notified on all new content on the channel. But for now, guys, I will see you on Friday back at the Hawthorns for West Bromwich Albion versus Leicester City. So yeah, see you there, guys.